In this video, we will see about how we are going to create the world in the game. How we are going to create the world in the game, creating the world. So in the here level, see each and every level will be different. They have discussed. So one level will be completely different from the next level. So with certain objects or properties or new characters will be added. So how it's going, how we are going to think about this world and how we are going to design this world. See, already we have discussed what is a level design. The design which defined the environment, the scenario, the mission in the game. Okay, so this actually utilizes the level design tools. Okay, either Warhammer editor, Unreal ID. Okay, so tool sets, so the graphics editor software, 3ds Max, Maya. Okay, so and we are using Unity 3D game engine for authoring in tools. Okay, so by using this we are going to design the level. So different designers, different developers will be using different types of software, different way they will be designed, but the ultimate aim is same. We are going to create environment like that, which is it can be a fantasy or real world. So this has a meaning, it has a structure, it has a characters, everything. So when it comes to level design, traditionally we will be creating a game world for real-time strategy or first-person shooting game. Okay, here we have seen the example as first person or third person. Okay, so different games come up with a different level design. Different games come up with different level design. So what is the function the level will be fulfilling in the game? What is the function the level will be fulfilling in the game? So this is very important. So the level, for example, first level we have completed. We are moving to the next level. The level might introduce a new character. For example, in the first level, there might be a deer or bunny. In the next level, we might introduce a monkey. On next level, we might introduce a panda. Next level, we might introduce a snake, tiger, or object. For example, when it comes to witches, you can see that first when we are fighting, we will be fighting rollers, and then we will a little bit will be moving on. We will be fighting even tougher enemies, ghosts. We will be fighting. So different level, each and every level. First level, the opponent will be the enemy characters will be difficult to easy to fight. Then moving on, it will be fighter for us to. It will be difficult for us to fight that particular character. The difficulties increases step by step. At last, the boss level will be even tough. Okay, the boss level will be even tougher to fight. Okay, so what kind of as we are designing the game, we need to focus on what kind of plot we are following, discovering the secret, preventing an attack, actually we are creating a storyline through visual. Okay, creating a mood through the visual and storyline. So when we are walking through a street, we are creating a visual in such a way that we tend to impose the idea that the character, the player who is playing that game is walking in the street. Okay, so that kind of impression you tend to create in the player. Okay, so that is what we need to do. That is what we need to, when we are creating a world, when we are tend to sit and draw this particular idea, the prototype, these are the things we need to get into us. These are the ideas we need to get. Okay, so this creating a world, creating a game world, creating a level consists of many steps, many types, many informations we need to gather, many information need to be integrated to create a complete level. So we will be seeing one by one. Okay. So when it comes to structure, in a level in a game, so it can be subdivision into progression, organize, okay, and we using this subdivisions we can enhance the gameplay. So when designing the levels, we need to consider the goal, the flow in which the level is progressing, the duration, the time taken for the level to complete, the availability, what are the kind of things available, the relationship between the first level, the second level, and second level, third level, to the first from the first level to the 50th level, what are the relationship they are having, what kind of difficulties they are going to impose in each and every level. So all these things will be considered. Okay. So first we will see what is this objective. Actually, each level should have a set of objectives, and it should be understood and it should be clear to the player. Okay. Each and every level should have an objective, but it should be understood by the player and it should be clearly explained to the player. So if we didn't give any good meaningful information to the players, what will happen? The players will be keep on moving here and there. He will be collecting every coins or another shiny items. Okay, so he will be solving the puzzles. He will be shooting at something, and there won't be any until there is indication stating that the level is complete or new level is loaded. So there won't be any path, there won't be any way, there won't be any systematic linear way which will be followed by the player. So that's why most of the games will be having this objective. So when we and there will be a guide which will be telling us to in the map also we will be notified. So where we need to go and where we need to complete this level, all these things. Every game, most probably at max 99% of the game have been giving us this particular objective. Even certain games coming up with the idea of giving us the book. Okay. So even for example GTA, so when we come to pre-order or when we are going to buy this box, game box, they will be giving the map which states where we can able to find what kind of mission, what kind of stores, all these things. The map will be where we can even stick in our wall. So I hope most of you guys, if you have bought this GTA 5, they would have known this. So that's the same thing. This is also following now Cyberpunk, which they're giving us book and they are explaining what kind of character, what kind of difficulties you will be facing when you face that character. Okay. So then we need to immediately make sure that the player is engaged in the task. It's not like kind of a roaming here and there. They need to be engaged with the goal. What kind of progress the player is having, preventing a surprise defeat. Okay. So when it comes to these things comes up with single player mode. When it comes to multiplayer, the focus is on the balance. If the balance is not there, what will happen? So one player will be keep on winning and other player will be keep on losing. So we should not be having that. Okay. Then comes the flow. Okay, when it comes to flow, there are two main issues. Okay, which a designer should address while designing a level. The first one is to make sure that a player stays in a particular area of the level until the Yes, accompanies a particular necessary objective. For example, he need to kill a particular character. He should not go beyond that level without killing that particular character. Okay. So, for example, in an open world, there are not any natural barriers. So, you can see that he can roam on here and there. He can even run away from that particular character if he can't kill that particular character. Okay. So, those things are there. These problems can be solved by any natural barriers, or for example, all of a sudden a mountain is barriers are falling down. So like that we can do. Okay. So for example, certain games won't allow us to save the game if we are get caught in a fight, or we cannot leave that area if we are get caught in a fight. Okay. These things can be done. So also you need to prevent the character from returning to a particular phase when you have that particular objective is completed. For example, a particular character go inside a tunnel or a cave, so you don't want the character to return there again. Okay, so for example, it can be done by closing the back. So Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, it happens. Okay, they will be closing the. After that, we can't be going back. So we can do that. So these kind of activities we can do. Okay. So then comes the duration. How much duration? The criteria can be used is that. So when it comes, there is a universal rule set up. Okay, at least one level. Okay. In a single session. For example, in a computer games, the level duration can be short, that is 15 minutes for children, or approximately for gamers, it can be up to hours. Okay, a level. When it comes to console games, it's 45 minutes. Okay, so it can be even much longer. For example, a strategy game, Civilization 5 or 3 or Age of Mythology. Okay, Age of Empires, those things will be very hard. So it takes a long time to complete the level. Okay, this kind of things is completely different. Yeah. So this tends to give us the advancement. Like for example, in Age of Empires, what we will be doing? We'll be researching and we'll be going to the next level. Stone Age, Steel Age, Copper, those kind of things will be happening. So there will be milestones. Will be the task completion. You collect this much wood. You research archery. You create 5 barrack units. All these things will be there on regular basis. We will be doing. So for example, in Candy Crush, within that particular seconds you need to complete this level. You need to complete this level within. You need to solve this puzzle within this particular second. You need to collect 3 cherry. All these things are done. Okay, duration depending on the difficulties we need to do. Okay. So then comes the availability and relationship. Availability and relationship. Okay. So when it comes to games, when it comes to a level, you need to make sure that one particular primary goal is covered in the each and every level. So the part of issue here is how many levels is going to be taken to a player at once. Okay, so for example, if you are going to have only one level in that stage, or 2 levels, more than that. Okay, so if you are going to have only one level available for a particular time, that will work for a first person immersion. Okay, if you are going to allow only a small number of open levels at a time, this will frustrate for many role-playing games. Okay, so there will be lot of quests and it will be confusing. Okay, it will take lot of time. The player might think in a different way. So it can be a one stage at a time, one level at a time. It can be of a chain reaction. Once we have completed one level, we can go for the next level. That kind of a thing we can do. that kind of activity we can do. Okay, so then relationship, what kind of relationship the level is going to have? It's kind of like an episode with a large story. You're going to start from the first level, first introduction to the climax. How you're going to move the level, how you're going to write the storyline, how your level is going to incorporate with the storyline which it is written. So strategic games, when it comes to series of levels, missions will be there. So capturing a flag or defeating other campaigners. So this way, what kind of relationship? So you're going to start from the initial stage and you're going to end with a powerful empire. That's kind of a story you're going to tell. Okay. So this is how the stories, this is how the relationship will be created. So progression. When it comes to games and what type of progression, how it's going to be progress, so how it can be, what kind of space the level is going to progress. Okay, so all of a sudden the player should not feel that it is difficult. All of a sudden it should not raise in a such a way that it is going difficult. The difficulty is such a way that it is keep on going to peak. Okay, it's kind of a balancing act. The player must stay alive and also he should compensate with the how he is going to play. So we can able to make sure that we mix it. Okay, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be easy. Again, it's kind of a curve we can create. It's not like that flat or linear. We can create a curve. Okay, so we can create a curve in such a way that the player he can also win the particular level. It's good that we keep a challenge, which I have said already, but the challenge should be in such a way that the player can accomplish the goal. The challenge can be defeated. It's not like a ghost town where the player comes in, okay, no way the particular game can be won or something. It should not be like that. Okay, it will only degrade the player and there is a chance that he starts playing the game. Okay.